Hello and welcome everyone to Let's Play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets Extended. This is 115 speaking and happy December 19th. Like I promised yesterday, since we have absolutely dominated and mastered the Spongify challenge and the spell itself, so many countless areas have just now become accessible. There's in fact so many that it's gonna take 2 episodes to explore everything thoroughly. So what I'm gonna focus on today are more of the retail areas. There's gonna be the Hogwarts Entrance area and a little secret in the dungeon hallway. We're gonna explore the Hogwarts Grounds and the Hogwarts staircases, all with the Spongify tiles now being fully usable, with one really surprise level made possible via the extended mod in the Gryffindor common room. Now this is a level you could also access in the retail version game using debugging mode. I'll talk more about it when we approach it, okay? So first things first, our objective is I'd better hurry to the Housepoint ceremony. It's by the entrance hall. You know what, Harry? Let's pretend we're hurrying to the Housepoint ceremony and give the girl ahead of us hope. But at the very last possible moment, let's in fact take a look at this wall again. Everyone's gonna have to wait again. And take a shortcut back to the dungeon entrance, okay? Because remember, whilst it doesn't really... Oh wait, no, this one actually does constitute a secret. That's an improvement made by the extended mod. It will only count once you use the Spongify tile to get here. There we go, awesome. There is a different instance on the first floor of the Hogwarts staircases where this doesn't actually behave that way. But first of all, this is a bronze card, Archibald Alderton, 1568 to 1623, famous for blowing up the hamlet of Little Dropping in Hampshire whilst attempting to magically mix a birthday cake. Now I can't help but feel sorry for this guy, because he clearly landed in prison for something he didn't want to do. On the other hand, if he's so dangerous, maybe it's best for everyone involved. Use this chandelier here to drop down safely and not take any falling damage, which is a nifty little trick. And guys, for the secret that has taunted us since the very first night at Hogwarts, the Hogwarts crest over there. Now to be fair, we are not actually going to open it up or anything like that. We're just going to use the Spongify tile to finally collect the beans we have opened during the first night at Hogwarts. Only one of them, if I remember correctly, fell down and we were able to collect it. And that's it. Guys, that's it for the Hogwarts entrance area. Everything scoured and picked clean, all secrets, all cards, all beans. But before we go and play outside, I have one awesome secret to show you. Well, not a secret, officially speaking, but this is what I talked about, a surprise level that is now more easily accessible via the extended mod. But first, we need her to let us in.
There's the portrait of the Gryffindor common room.
Take care now, Harry.
To be fair, that's a good warning to heed, Harry, because this level is not for the faint of heart. Well, I mean, at the same time, it's a whole lot of fun. So, what I'm talking about, no, it's not the secret we have already picked clean via cutting the rope next to Percy. It's in fact the door I talked about, right to this side, actually to the very right side. I guess he won't say anything new, right?
Ginny's been behaving strangely of late. Keep an eye on her, will you, Harry?
Now this is a door that in the retail version of the game would always be barred and inaccessible. In the extended mod, if approached, Harry would say something like, oh, this seems to be inaccessible for now. And this is a very important hint. The moment you learn the Spongify 4th spell of the 2nd year, it immediately becomes accessible without notifying you in any way. You can just walk in and enter the level. In the normal retail version of the game, if you use debug mode and no clip through the door, you could also access it. So technically it existed there. It was just made more easily accessible in the extended mod. And this, my friends, is the Gryffindor Tower we're gonna explore. Would you look at those Gryffindor banners? So my friends, we are in what I presume is the Gryffindor Tower. The map shows us in the Gryffindor common room, which I guess is very fitting. Now, the whole point of this level is to find 9 secrets and collect 10 challenge stars. But just like in the first secret challenge of Professor Lockhart, the one restored via the extended mod, there's no point, strictly speaking, to collecting all the challenge stars. You get no special reward for doing so other than the warm fuzzy feeling. And of course, the only point of finding all the 9 secrets is just beans. You are not gonna get to find any wizard cards whatsoever in these kinds of areas, right? But still, I think it's pretty cool. One thing I do not like about this place is the music. It's on an endless loop, lasts like 5 seconds, and it's gonna get grating really quickly in my opinion, but hey, at least we don't get to hear it anywhere else, so I can appreciate it for what it is, alright? And yeah, the Spongify tiles all across this level are the reason why it only becomes accessible upon us learning the Spongify spell. No point letting us in earlier, we wouldn't be able to continue past that point, okay? Which would be very depressing, so I agree with that. Okay, now it's really interesting to think about that Gryffindors have this entire explorable area, sort of within their common room. It makes me think, what if all other houses have something similar? And I mean, strictly speaking, Slytherin did have the dungeon for us to explore, right? Okay, I see one gnome stuck. By the way, there's no special reward for throwing all gnomes into their holes, but it just feels pretty good to do a little spring cleaning. We can also give them what they want, but... Hey, we got beans, so I'm not gonna complain too much. What about you? Haha, nice! And everyone is where they belong. Cool stuff. Oh, I love how colorful it is. Easy to miss beans if they blend in well with the carpet. Look how tall this thing is. Of course, we are going to use Spongify tiles to get to the very top. You have my word, okay? Now, honestly, exploring all these areas would have been way more exciting. Should we still be in need of Quidditch upgrades, but because there's no point to beans anymore, it's a little less so. But it's gonna be interesting just to see the number of beans we are gonna get at the very end. And by the way, don't worry, none of these portraits are interactable, just in case you're thinking of trying to cast at every single one of them. No, don't worry. Now, there's a certain landing I'd like to pull off. Oh, nice. Oh, Rowena Ravenclaw up there, although she looks a bit balding. Anyway, let's just collect these first. Oh no, I'm such an idiot. I should not have done that, because the beans can fall off. Ooh, okay, I made it just in time there. My greed got the better of me. Okay. And now, first save game book, I think, in this place, and the only one if I'm not mistaken. Although I might be mistaken. So guys, couple of things. We have 3 places we can reach with these tall blocks. Now, I would recommend starting out with the middle one, and then moving our way to the left one, and finally the right one. There is also something potentially very dangerous I'd like to try that I never really managed to pull off, but where there's will, there's hope. This kind of reminds me of the Charms class, it's pretty neat. And we're actually gonna open up the attic. And there's over 40 beans on these beams with a challenge star. How awesome is that? So let's get them. And yeah, you might be thinking, oh, we can just sort of fall down on the ledge over there. No, it's not as easy as you might think because of the narrow ceiling everywhere. Now, I tried this a couple of times and I've never... See, Harry will just not fit. And whenever I tried falling like this... Ooh, okay, that's the first time I managed to pull that off, so yay for me. Glad to see it's possible. Now, inside is a chest with 2 secrets, of course. You know what? Let's just open them up both, although I've never seen this symbol before. Pretty damn interesting. There's one. There's another. Let's let the chests have time to open up fully. Again, they don't really give you all the beans yield like they did in the Philosopher's Stone at the same time, which is a wee bit annoying. And we've saved up ourselves a lot of time by not having to move the blocks into that composition, which is awesome. So let's just do this, and that. And that's the best we can do for now. Let us continue the level. Let's keep this door in mind, but first I like to open the portrait to cut the rope inside and open up another pair of secrets, essentially. Oh, sorry, no. 3 secrets all clustered together. So there's one and there's another. It's as easy as that. You need to, of course, walk in for them to register and trigger. This is incredibly generous. By the way, I feel like all the chests in here are gold for whatever reason. But don't worry, guys, I'm not gonna cramp up the already full description filled with timestamps. I'm gonna make it easy on us and just cluster these timestamps together, if the secrets are clustered together. Okay, and down we go. Now, there is plenty to explore here. What I'm interested in is in what sort of books are here. You know, whatever these books are, I'm willing to bet anything these are good books, and Slytherins have evil books, because Slytherins have evil everything in this game. Now, I don't believe there's any reward for throwing both gnomes into their holes, just the beans you will get from them individually. But still feels pretty good to do the cleanup, and a challenge star behind this cobweb over here. Now, we are gonna enter one of the most dangerous libraries in the whole world. I like to call this a crab library. That's exactly what it is. But first of all, before we do anything, I would like to get up, because there's a secret we can trigger here. And we need to open both portraits and cut both ropes. There's a portrait like that on each side, and of course we want both the mechanisms. There we go. Now this, my friends, is an especially cozy secret. Oh, we'll be Rictus Emperoring these guys forever. And that's it. All challenge stars, all secrets. That is all the small challenge stars. You only quit this level via collecting the big one, like you would spell challenges. And the big one is on top of the bookcase over there. But first, we have a billion chests to find down here. And you know what? I don't want the beans to scatter too much. So I'm just gonna take a very systematic approach to this and stand next to every one of these chests and feel an immense sense of satisfaction as the bean count is ever increasing. I think there's 9 or 11 crabs overall in this area. Okay. Now some of these crabs have their back turned at us, which makes me incredibly nervous, though that doesn't necessarily mean they're about to fire, but I'm not willing to take their risk. Oh, okay, good. And I think we're down to the last chest, right? Yes, absolutely. Let's see the beans bounce off the wall. I just want to see that. Okay, that was not exciting at all. I'm sorry. I probably got your hopes up. Now, how do we pick that one? Oh my god, you have gotta be kidding me. This is the price we pay for letting beans oh, thank god. I just couldn't live with myself. Okay, guys, and up we go, and we're gonna wrap up this challenge. I think it's really cute. Okay, one chest over here, and then we're gonna jump all over those bookcases. Really takes me back to sneaking down the tower in the Philosopher's Stone. It even has the same decorations on the sides, that's pretty cool. Now of course we cannot reach that bookcase from here, we need to go all the way around, but this is a really nice excuse to collect all these delicious beans. Well, presumably some of them are delicious, some of them probably aren't. You never know what you're gonna get with these things. Which is why I think everyone uses them as a currency. And guys, that's it! I hope you enjoyed! We get fireworks! Now by the way, you get fireworks even if you don't collect all the challenge stars. Which is a bit of a bummer. I was hoping to appreciate the fireworks more as a reward for getting all the challenge stars. No, that's not the case, but just wanted to show you the screen. 9 out of 9 secrets, 10 out of 10 challenge stars in the Gryffindor Common Room extended version, essentially. And it throws us outside. Interesting. I think Fat Lady has had enough of our shenanigans, which is really fair enough. Now, where I want to take us is to Hogwarts Grounds. It's only going to be very brief, of course, but there are 2 Spongify tiles we can absolutely use there. We've seen them covered by snow not that long ago. Now, snow is gone, unfortunately, which depresses me a little. But that isn't going to make the secrets themselves any less rewarding to find. And there we go, the penultimate one. And Stephen, I'm gonna let you read out this one.
Jacunda Sykes, 1915 to the present. Famous for flying across the Atlantic on a broomstick, the first person to do so.
Now that takes a lot of guts. Imagine having nothing but a stick and an endless ocean underneath you, knowing that if you doze off, fall asleep, lose sense of balance, that's it for you. But these are the thrill seekers for you. And now, let's use this Lumos statue for the final time, because I would like nothing more than to finally use the pressure pad here and the Spongify tile over there. This secret has been teasing us since forever, it feels. Well, no, only since we learned Gryffindor spell, but hey. There we go, and a silver card will be our reward. Now, I'm gonna be the one to do the reading for this one, because Stephen Fry hasn't voiced over those lines. By the way, in case you're wondering where I'm getting all those lines from him, it's the Prisoner of Azkaban game where I'm doing the recording. So this was Danga Oglethorpe. My god, that's the ugliest surname I've ever heard. 1968 to present, Chief of Quabble, Quidditch Union for the administration and betterment of the British League and its endeavours. They really just try hard to give the word Quabble some kind of meaning, you can tell. It's especially and its endeavours just... No, you lost me You lost my sense of belief and credibility at that point. Guys, that's it. We explored all the secrets in Hogwarts Grounds. Okay, so inside we go, and I'm gonna show you what's new in the staircases area.
Here's the entrance hall.
Yes. Alright guys, I would love to start down here at level 0 and sort of the very beginning. One thing I haven't actually ever explained the first time we entered this entire area is that inside this chest is gonna be a bronze card in the normal retail version of the game called Ethelred the Ever-Ready. However, in the extended version of the mod, you need to learn the Spongify spell to be able to access him in a different secret on the second floor. First things first, let's cast Spongify the middle one and get our hands on the silver card that's been teasing us forever. There we go. So this, my friends, is Alberta Toothhill, 1391 to 1483, winner of the All England Wizard Dueling Competition of 1430. Famously overcame the favorite Samson Wiblin with a blasting curse. If his name is Samson, then his destiny is to get beaten by someone seemingly weaker, right? Now here's the thing, I always was looking forward to this card when I was a kid playing the Chamber of Secrets, because this lady is holding a trophy cup. You know what I mean? And it feels like you've achieved something great just getting her. And the fact that you're on top of the entire Hogwarts staircase area, having learned all the spells, really makes me feel that way. Now, each of these carpets takes us to a different floor. You might be thinking, oh, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, because this one takes us to the roof. So the way this works is that this one takes us to the 4th floor, and I'm actually not gonna... you know what? I'm gonna use it, but try to fall down back. See? 4th floor, hospital wing. This one takes us to the 2nd floor, and this one to the 1st floor. Nothing takes us directly to the 3rd floor, but that's why there's a Spongify carpet on the 2nd floor to take us to the 3rd floor. Does that make sense? You know what? I'm not going to talk about it, I'm going to show you. Let's use this one to get here, because remember guys, no, we don't have the 4th silver key, but inside this secret, we have not yet used the Spongify tile. Easy to forget about, and this is something I hope the extended mod will improve upon later on, that the secret will only trigger upon you using the Spongify. The same philosophy they applied in other secrets, but in this particular one, it doesn't seem to be the case. Now sure, we could use the stairs like a complete schmuck to get to the 2nd floor. Oh my god, talking about schmucks. Or we could use the Spongify tile. They're all just jealous we can do this and they cannot. Haha, suckers. See, Harry, I told you Professor Lockhart is awesome and you should listen to him more. He's gonna teach you everything you need. So inside the permanently creepy corridor, given the music after the attack on Mrs. Norris, and let's revisit this one. Before we were only able to get 4 beams, this time we get up, and the secret will register. Not only that, we'll finally get our hands on Ethelred the Ever-Ready, and this one, Stephen, I'm again gonna let you do the talking.
Ethelred the Ever-Ready. Medieval, dates unknown. Famous for taking offense at nothing and cursing innocent bystanders. Died in jail.
So the way Steven says it, it sounds like he died in jail, in prison, but no, he died in a place called I'm sorry, I don't know again if this is a real place or not. Maybe those of you guys who are from British Isles could let me know. And yeah, but the description of Ethelred the Ever-Ready just makes me giggle. He sounds exactly like my grandfather. Okay, now let's go down, and I want to show you more secrets. There is actually some unfinished business we have on the 4th floor, okay? Now we could go all the way down and take the Spongify carpet, or we could use this Spongify carpet as a shortcut from the 2nd to the 3rd floor, which I think is pretty damn awesome. And yeah, okay, we're gonna have to take the flying stairs like a schmuck now. Now, I did show you how to get to this secret without a Spongify tile, but you know what? I think I'm gonna use this one when we'll be back from the 4th floor. Maybe as a shortcut to the 3rd floor? We'll see, we'll see. I kind of want to look for an excuse to use it. And there they are, still hanging around. Poor Colin, Justin, and Nick. Now Dick... Dick. Freudian slip there. Nick probably doesn't really care, but Justin and Colin, essentially, should they get treated at the end of the year, they will have missed a full year of education and also of growth in a very crucial age, so they'll be younger than everyone else and their peers kind of forever because of the petrification, which must be a weird sensation. Okay, the pressure plate over here, and there's one secret in Madame Pomfrey's office I keep thinking about and have absolutely not forgotten about. Let's see if she'll tell us something new.
I can't chat right now, Mr. Potter. Good day.
Oh, it's just typical, isn't it? I'm still gonna use your cauldron to mix Wiggenwelds.
Dear, what are you doing in here?
This exact thing. That's the reason I'm here. And also to steal your bronze card, but yeah, let's keep quiet about that.
Hello, Harry. I'm Madame Pomfrey, Hogwarts nurse.
We still haven't heard the line about the dangerous potions in the cabinets, and I'm hoping one day we will.
If you're ever not feeling well, be sure to come and see me. I'll fix you right up.
There's only so much patience I have for these professors. Okay, guys. Another silver card. Chauncey Aldrich, 1342 to 1379. First known victim of dragon pox. Okay, now, I assume dragonpox is like chickenpox, just much more severe in the wizarding world. It sounds absolutely nasty.
Shouldn't you be in class, Mr. Potter?
Actually, no, I should be in the Bean bonus room, but this Zelgadis guy makes me explore Hogwarts areas. So, that's it for the 4th floor as well. Now, where I would like to end things today, because yes, there's so much more exploration with the Spongify spell thanks to the extended mode, is actually the 2nd floor. So let's take this, I guess, Spongify shortcut to the 3rd floor, and from the 3rd floor let's parkour onto the 2nd floor, a trick we only know too well and which others like Ron have tried to really copy from us with mixed success. Guys, and this is where I'm gonna end things for today. Oh, let's do my favorite thing ever, and we need to do it from the back, I think.
Blasted Potter, I'll get you.
Yeah, take that, you sucker. Okay, guys, so where I'm gonna end things today is sort of at the entrance to the library. Tomorrow, I'm gonna show you what's new in library, and there's plenty. My god, there's plenty. Not just in the library itself, but also we'll now have access to another gathering of Professor Lockhart's secret fan club meeting, and we're gonna finish his 2nd challenge, okay? And then we're gonna wrap things up with our 4th and the most majestic visit into the Bean bonus room. So you have plenty to look forward to, but I hope you now understand why I split this whole post-Spongify exploration into 2 episodes. There's just so much, and today I just wanted to focus on the normal retail version areas, plus the Gryffindor Common Room extension, that is accessible in the retail version via debug mode as well, and tomorrow I'm gonna just focus entirely on what's new in the extended mode. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna say my farewell, but not before thanking my amazing patrons. I would like to give thanks to my free Patreon members, as well as to my ever loyal Winstons. Blank Goopel, Mick, Severin Drax, Enstickle, Katie Danger, and Boo the 2. I would like to give big thanks to my 4 caretaker Winstons, Michael McConkey, Caravetu, Renegade Durney, and Blanket Fox. Next, I would like to give a very special thanks to both of my veteran Winstons, Andrea Paveglianiti and Alexander. And finally, I would like to give a very, very special thanks to my one and only fine vintage Winston, Akira Foxmind. Thank you so much for your long and generous support of the channel, and also for preparing all those New Year's Eve fireworks and setting them off in the Gryffindor Common Room. Now, I apologize for setting them off a bit prematurely, it's not even Christmas time yet, but they were an absolute spectacle. And thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. There's something incredibly satisfying about picking clean all these explorable areas after having to wait for so long to learn the final spell, and the satisfaction and catharsis will continue in tomorrow's episode, where we are gonna explore the most beautiful area of Hogwarts, the library.